Beth struggles to process what she's heard. She hates secrets. To her, withholding the truth is often just another form of betrayal. But as she listens, she begins to understand why Carter made the choices he did. His mistakes came from insecurity rather than selfishness. Even so, trust isn't repaired overnight. Rip sees the situation differently. He believes people should be judged by who they choose to become, not only by the mistakes they made before arriving at the ranch. He reminds everyone that redemption has always been part of life on the ranch. People aren't perfect. They're tested, and sometimes those tests reveal their true character. Still, not everyone is convinced. The confession creates new divisions. Some believe Carter deserves another chance. Others worry that keeping such a major secret has already caused too much damage. The debate spreads throughout the ranch, forcing everyone to decide where they stand. Friendships are strained. Loyalties are questioned. Every conversation feels heavier than the last. Just when it seems the truth has finally been revealed, another twist changes everything. A new piece of information suggests Carter wasn't acting alone. Someone else knew the secret all along. Instead of exposing it, they chose to protect him. Suddenly, attention shifts away from Carter. The real mystery becomes identifying who helped him and why. That discovery sends shockwaves through the ranch. Beth immediately begins connecting the dots. Small details that once seemed meaningless now fit together perfectly. Private conversations, unexpected decisions, strained behavior. Everything points towards someone who's been quietly influencing events from the shadows. The truth isn't just about Carter anymore. It's about trust. It's about loyalty. And it's about whether the family can survive another devastating revelation. As the story builds toward its climax, emotions finally boil over. Long-hidden frustrations are brought into the open. Accusations fly across the room. Old wounds are reopened. For a moment, it seems the family might completely fall apart. But in the middle of the chaos, Carter speaks again. This time, he doesn't ask for forgiveness. He simply accepts responsibility. He admits that trust has to be earned through actions, not words. He promises to prove himself every single day, no matter how long it takes. His honesty changes the atmosphere. The anger doesn't disappear. The disappointment doesn't magically fade. But for the first time since the secret emerged, there's hope. Hope that the family can move forward. Hope that mistakes don't have to define a person's future. Hope that the ranch can survive another difficult chapter. The final moments leave viewers with one unforgettable question. Has Carter finally earned everyone's trust? Or has the truth only exposed a much bigger problem waiting just beneath the surface? With relationships forever changed and new questions still unanswered, it's clear that the biggest battles of Dutton Ranch are still ahead. One secret has come to light. One family has been shaken. And one thing is certain. The truth about Carter changed everything. The Dutton Ranch has survived powerful enemies, bitter rivalries, and impossible challenges. But sometimes the greatest danger doesn't come from outside the gates. It comes from the people standing inside them. Tonight, loyalties are tested, trust is shattered, and a chain of events begins that no one can stop. By sunrise, friendships have been broken, alliances have shifted, and the future of the ranch hangs by a thread. Let's get into it. The evening begins like any other. As the sun drops behind the mountains, the ranch slowly settles into its nightly routine. Horses are put away, workers gather after a long day, and for a brief moment, everything feels peaceful. But beneath that calm is a growing sense that something isn't right. Rip notices it first. A scheduled meeting never happens. A familiar face is nowhere to be found. Messages go unanswered, and small details start adding up in ways he can't ignore. He doesn't know it yet, but this is the beginning of a night that will change everything. Across the ranch, Beth has a feeling she can't shake. Her instincts have always warned her when trouble is close, and tonight they're louder than ever. She starts asking questions. Who has been making quiet phone calls? Why have certain records gone missing? And why does everyone suddenly seem afraid to speak openly? Every answer only creates more suspicion. Someone is hiding something. Meanwhile, Carter finds himself caught in the middle of a situation he never wanted to be part of. He overhears a conversation that reveals plans capable of putting the ranch in serious danger. Now he faces an impossible decision. stay silent and protect himself, or tell the truth and risk turning everyone against him. The weight of that choice follows him through every moment of the night. As darkness settles over the valley, strange events begin unfolding one after another. A locked office is discovered open. Important documents disappear. Vehicles move across the property long after everyone should have gone home. What first seemed like unrelated incidents suddenly appear connected. Rip realizes this isn't coincidence. Someone has carefully planned every step. Beth refuses to wait for proof. She gathers the family and demands answers. The conversation quickly turns into a heated argument. Old grudges return. Past mistakes are brought back into the spotlight. Every person in the room begins questioning the loyalty of everyone else. The ranch has never felt more divided. Then comes the first major revelation. Someone admits they have been keeping a secret for weeks. The confession sends shockwaves through the family, not because of what happened, but because of how many people were affected without ever knowing the truth. Trust begins disappearing almost instantly. The room falls silent as everyone struggles to understand how things reached this point. Outside, Rip continues investigating. Following small clues scattered across the ranch, he pieces together a story that nobody wanted to believe. Every missing document, every suspicious conversation, every strange decision, they all lead back to the same hidden plan. For the first time, Rip realizes the biggest threat to the ranch may have been operating from within all along. Carter finally decides he can no longer remain silent. Standing before the family, he reveals everything he knows. His words don't solve the crisis. Instead, they expose just how serious the situation has become. Some people appreciate his honesty. Others believe he waited far too long. The divide grows even deeper.